Hey babes, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so first and foremost, if I sound different, it's because I have the worst migraine ever. I woke up with the migraine. I started listening to Chris McDonough's interview. It's a phone call with Mary and Don, and that video gave me a worse migraine than I already had. I'm feeling sick. My eyes are closed as I'm speaking to you right now, and I have right here an ice pack on my head. With that being said, the whole entire video was just one big ass red flag, but I picked out a certain few red flags that I feel are very significant in helping everything come out. Now, I don't know if you remember, but before all this SA talk came out, me and my hubby picked it up first, okay? My hubby picked it up on Don, and I picked it up on Hunter. And then everything started coming out and coming to light, which that is what I'm thankful for. Now, I'm going to skip over this part because this part goes with the ending part. But I'm going to start here from the video. It's 30 minutes and 40 seconds into the video, okay? And he says he wants to know what Summer thinks of all this, how hateful motherfuckers are 40 years later. Why would you want to ask a 5-year-old child about what she thinks about SA, okay, that happened 40 years later? I think that's a very weird ass mindset. And I feel really sorry for Summer because it seems like I'm just going to say it. It seems like he plays house with her, with Summer, and Summer would be the adult. Why would you say that about an adult? Why wouldn't you say that about Candace or somebody? You know what I'm saying? Why would you say this about a 5-year-old child? You want to know what Summer thinks of all this, quote unquote, okay? Quote unquote, how hateful motherfuckers are 40 years later. That is not a conversation to have with a 5-year-old. So for him to think that that's a conversation to have with the 5-year-old tells me that there's more to his relationship with Summer. Okay, now follow me. The next thing he says is, how can she take the blame? Mary says, how can she take the blame? Speaking about Jeannie, she was 5, and his rebuttal was, of course not. She ain't gonna take the blame for nothing. Again, he's able to blame a 5-year-old. Just like how he said, oh, Summer's downfall. It was Summer's downfall. You're blaming a 5-year-old, okay? Then it says, and then he says, she can try. She can try. Like, he just knows this ain't going nowhere. You know, it's so long ago, they'll have to take him to juvenile court. Oh, my goodness. So then it says, he says, I'm sorry, my head. Let me put this ice back on it. He says, Jeannie stole the show off the spotlight, of Summer, of what mattered. So he's basically saying Jeannie took the spotlight off of Summer and stole the show. So this is just a big show to him, okay? And of what mattered. So he's saying that Summer matters and Jeannie stole the whole show from her, okay? Then he says, in her evil mind, apparently I did something to my daughter. In Jeannie's evil mind, apparently, that's like one of the biggest words I heard him use. Apparently, I did something to my daughter. So I think right there is the closest thing we're going to get to a confession right now. Then he goes on to say, oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Don't hang up. And then he swears on a stack of Bibles that the 5-year-old initiated it. Ding, 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 ding. Hello, people. Catalina, please do not touch the alarm system. Thank you. Okay, so now, it says she ain't the only innocent one in this game. So again, he thinks it's a show. He thinks this is a game. Okay, is he still playing house in his mind? This is where I'm getting at. Okay, so now back to this part. So this is at 3940 and 3950. I feel like these are very important. Catalina! Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. She almost pushed the police button. No popos. They make you pay for this. If you press the button, they make you pay. Yeah, I know. We can't press the buttons, though, okay? I know. It's tough. Buttons are so fun to press, and then they're going to put it right there for you to see it. I know. Here, why don't you play ABC Mouse? I'm sorry, guys, but this is the important key that I've been wanting to get to. Here, just press back a couple of times, okay? Oh, Mommy not feeling good. Thank you for being such a good girl. I know. Great job. Okay, hold on. Let me pause this and get her settled. Yeah. Okay, so this is, again, at 3940. Hold on. Sorry. My apologies. Okay, oh, my head hurts so bad. So, Mary. Oh, my head. Mary says, I wish we could find Summer, okay? And his reply, he cuts it off, but I know exactly what he was about to say. He says, yeah, well, what good is that gonna do? I mean, yeah, I wish so too. Meaning, he knows more. He knows more than, listen. The next thing at 3950. Summer's probably being really hard, unlike Jeannie. Excuse me? Oh. My very first EVP I ever did for Summer Wells. The first words were, I'm not going to say the exact word, but it's there. VJ inside. Okay? So I feel like this is stuff he knows. For him to say, yeah, well, what good is that? And then he stops. But I know he was about to say, what good is that going to do? You know what I'm saying? Finding her. What good is that going to do? You know what I'm saying? Means you know she's not alive. You know that that's only going to bring more problems upon you. Oh my God, my head hurts so bad. And then he switches up to, I mean, yeah, I wish so too. The whole thing, his whole demeanor, his everything that he's portraying, how at first he was attacking Chris on Facebook. Then it was just so much back and forth, and I did videos about it, and then the very last video I did, then he deletes everything and just puts a whole bunch of pictures of Summer, because I said, you know, he said, go back to Summer, what do you mean that you left her, you know what I'm saying? He says he's the only one basically looking for Summer, but we haven't seen proof of that at all, not one time. Now it's just, you know, it's ready to explode. It's gonna explode very soon. I seen a comment. Somebody was like, "Oh, you flipped the coin, and you asked, right?" They said I asked, and I did, if he was locked up, and it said yes, and it came back he wasn't. Well, when you do these things, I should have been more specific. I should have said, hey, is he in jail? Is he with the FBI? Is he with this? I didn't. I said, is he locked up? And it said yes. And he is locked up. Mentally, this man is locked up. But we did ask twice, and both times it said yes. Will he be arrested? And it said yes. So he will be very soon. I believe that with all my heart. But this really hit the nerve for me. When he says, yeah, well, what good will that do? You know, talking about finding Summer. What good is this gonna do? What good? What do you mean, what good? It'd bring your daughter home, you know, regardless alive or not. At least you could have a proper burial, you know, then we could look for evidence or clues on her, right? To find the real killer, right? Wouldn't you want that? If you didn't do it, wouldn't you want that? Unless you did it and you don't want that body found because your DNA's all over it. Then what good would that do for you, Dawn? It wouldn't do you no good, just like you said. You understand? So, this is just... I just want to sit back and wait for him to get arrested because I know it's coming. I do. I really do. I'm going to get going. My head hurts so bad. I have to woosah this off. I love you, babes.